Welcome back to the Cakers channel. If you're new to this channel, thank you very much for joining us today. And as always, thank you for all my repeated viewers. On this channel, we do cake decorating tutorials and share cake decorating tips and tricks. Please check out my other social media platforms to see more of my work. Please remember to like my videos, share with your friends and families, subscribe to the channel, and keep your notification bells on so that you will be notified when I post a new video. In this video, you will see me create this beautiful red and gold themed birthday cake. It was for a 10th birthday celebration for a special girl in my life. And I had so much fun decorating this cake. We're working with layers of chocolate, vanilla, and red velvet, filling with Swiss meringue buttercream, and adding a little crunch to the filling with some Oreo cereal. I repeated the steps until I was 4 layers in height. Seeing that my cake is this tall, I'm using a cling film just to wrap around the cake. This will prevent the cake from drying out because I'm going to place it in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes just to let the filling set. Then I can apply my crumb coat. The filling is hard now, and I can apply the crumb coat to my cake without the layers sliding off each other. Once I'm happy with the crumb coat, I will just let the cake sit in the refrigerator for 15 to 20 minutes so that my crumb coat can set and I can apply my final layer of frosting. Final layer of buttercream is now being added to the cake. I want this layer to be very nice and smooth so that I can have a very neat finish on my cake. I am adding more buttercream as I go along and smoothing with my cake smoother so that I can make the cake very neat. Also, I'm bringing the frosting a bit above the height of the cake so that it can form a lip at the top of the cake. I will then put it in the refrigerator to set again. Then I'm using a sharp knife to go around the edge to remove the excess buttercream. This helps to create very sharp edges. I am just filling in any imperfections with some buttercream. Then I will let my cake sit in the refrigerator again for about 20 to 30 minutes because I'm going to be applying some stencil decoration to the cake. While my cake is setting in the fridge, I'm preparing some palm leaf with some paper, so craft paper palm leaf to put on the cake. Once I've done all the cutting and I've got the shape that I desire, I'm sure you can recall making paper fan. So it's the same folding technique. You fold front, flip it over, fold again, and you keep folding until you've folded all the paper. I am cutting a different shape now, just a more pointy palm leaf, so it's a bit longer than the one I did just now, using a red craft paper. I am repeating the same folding technique until I've folded all the paper. Then I'll go ahead, fold it in half when I'm done folding all the paper up. Just fold in half, cut, and then I will secure both the long sides. I'll secure both sides together. I will then use my glue gun and some wooden skewers. Just use the hot glue gun to secure some wooden skewers into the bottom of these palm leaves so that I can insert them into my cake. This is a stencil, just some lines. So my cake is very chilled, so it's, if I touch it, no frosting will be on my hand. So I'm just putting on the stencil acetate sheet onto the cake, and I'm putting on some buttercream. This buttercream is very soft and a bit softer than the one that I use to decorate the cake. So just applying it, and then I'll use my cake smoother to spread it all the way out and remove the stencil. If your stencil is not long enough for you to use both hands to hold it around the cake, you can use some pins to secure the stencil onto the cake, and then you carefully remove it. I am repeating the same step with some red buttercream, however not in any particular way, just going over the cake. It's a kind of a messy design, but it will all come together and look very beautiful in the end. I am now applying some edible gold leaf to the cake. I will then use a brush, just a small brush, to spread it out and let it stick to the cake. Now on to the fun part, just playing around with the cake and inserting the decorations that I made. So I inserted the palm leaves, and I'm just adding some red and white roses to the cake just to make it more beautiful. This fondant is to be used to decorate the cake board. My cakes are not finished if my cake boards aren't decorated. So either I use some fondant to cover the cake board, or I use some vinyl wrap or something. I have to cover my cake board and decorate them. Don't worry too much about how messy this fondant is being applied to the cake board. There are many ways to beautify this messy looking fondant on the cake board. Once I'm finished applying it, I just went around it with my X-Acto knife to remove the excess fondant. And now I am using this fondant impression tool, so just impressing some fine details into the fondant. It will make it look very elegant and look as if it was intentionally done. It's not showing up very well on the camera, but it is very beautiful. This is some floral pattern. I am using some letter stamps to put the celebrant's name onto the cake board. I can either leave it as it is, or I can fill it in with some gold, but I think I'll leave it like that. I love how it's looking. Here I have some fondant balls. So the excess fondant that was left over from what I used to cover the cake board, I just rolled them into small balls of different sizes actually, and I'm moving them around into a dish that I have some gold luster dust in, just moving the balls around until they're all covered in gold. Look at how beautiful that is. While the gold dust is setting a little bit on my balls to the side there, I am just using my hot glue gun and some gold ribbon to cover the base of the cake board. A ribbon finishes the cake so well. Just inserting these gold balls, fondant balls, just randomly placing them over the cake, and I'm happy with that. Putting on my cake topper now. It's just a happy birthday cake topper. I meant to insert it to the top of the cake, but then it was looking a bit too crowded, so I decided to place it on the front right there. And wow, isn't that amazing? I love it. This is my finished cake, and I'm more than happy with how it came out. Very happy with how it's looking. And my birthday girl was super happy when she saw it. Thank you very much for staying to the end of this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Remember to tell me what you think down below in the comment section. Until next time, keep on baking.